Okay, so this is my vlog for Catherine. I'm just gonna say, sorry, it's in a black and white filter. I look horrendous and my face hates me right now. So many spots. But yeah, so no, for this vlog I'm gonna kind of split it up into two sections. First bit's gonna be about my public solitude, and then the second bit's gonna be about my dual log. Okay, so for my public solitude, I decided to do it based on Kristen in the play Miss Julie, because, and obviously in Miss Julie her husband like basically cheats on her with Miss Julie, so I thought that that was quite good to then use into kind of like, obviously not everyone, but you know, a lot of people have been cheated on in the past and stuff, so you know, you can use it as a real life situation and everything. So I thought that I'd do that and then put it on like into my own kind of twist and stuff. But yeah, no, so what I kind of did was I was still in like the maid's outfit and everything, and but there was just like some props and everything that was more up to date than it would have been. But for it, I think that I entered, well, to start off with, I had to kind of do it like twice-ish because I didn't really properly get into the zone the first time. Like, I entered and then I started laughing, so I was like, oh my god. So then I went back and then, you know, got into the zone and then started doing it. So I entered with like a low energy so people could kind of see that something was up and everything. And I had that, like, it took me like a little bit, but then I had that sudden realization. So my energy was low, but then it quickly changed because I then suddenly got all frantic and everything because I started throwing things about everywhere because obviously he just cheated, so that's a real life situation. You'd be very angry with that. So I just, you know, threw everything everywhere. And then I, like, that was for a lot of the time because obviously, you know, you have to let the emotion out and stuff. I thought that that was quite good, and I don't think many people saw it. I mean, I had some feedback that Harry said, like, you know, it was all good throwing everything about, but then there was like the broom, and then I kind of just knocked that over, which kind of came across quite comedic, which was quite annoying. But obviously I then did try and change, like, you know, for next time I will try and change that. Just like, you know, if it's just a little thing, just leave that there. But then no, yeah, afterwards, after like I then composed myself, cleaned everything up, and then I had a connection with the mirror because I had to compose myself before I entered back into the real world, where obviously I can't show, like, the character couldn't show that emotion to Miss Julie or her husband. She needed that time to herself. But then when she went back, she couldn't let the real world see that, so she needed to compose herself and was just like, okay, let's go again. So I thought for my public solitude, I thought that it did go, you know, well. It had the low energy and everything, and then like it had different switches to it. It had like low energy when I came in, the franticness, then having to get back into the real world situation. So it definitely had different components into it. So I thought, yeah, I did do my public solitude alright, I think. And then for my dual log, I thought that my dual log went, you know, hold on. Yeah, no, so I thought my dual log, well, we all know how my dual log went. I'm just going to obviously first of all point out the obvious, what did happen. Forgetting my lines, like, and it was so annoying because it was literally just at the last minute as well that I forgot my lines, which was so annoying. Like, but the thing is, yeah, so throughout, before that, apparently, you know, from feedback that I've gotten from what I felt as well, to be fair, I had a good, strong Kristen vibe. Like, came in, like, I came in strong, like, proper, My voice as well was definitely changed. The character was not how I normally am. So I thought that all went all right and everything. But the thing is, what happened was obviously from when I then forgot my lines after my character went, like, it didn't. Yeah, no, it didn't stay, and that's because obviously I was panicky because obviously I forgot my lines and I had to get someone to feed it. So I was just like, oh, what do I do? So then as soon as that happened, I was just like, right, cool, I just want to get off there basically as soon as possible. So then my character went, basically. I didn't have, the voice went, the posture went, everything went, and I think that's what dropped it, that I couldn't get it back. When obviously if I am on stage, in a proper performance and everything, that can't happen because I can't ask for someone to feed the line, or I can't drop the character. I've got to save it, and I didn't save it this time. I didn't save it, so I need to work on that next time as well. I need to work on how I can try that. But apart from that, like I said, I do think that the dual log did go well. It was definitely a challenge as well, because for some of the, from the times when we were looking at it and everything, I wasn't, I had some stuff that I needed to do, for personal reasons and stuff. I wasn't actually in, so I had to kind of feed the character by myself, and definitely do a lot of the research on my own and everything. But obviously when we kind of did it twice, before that, me, Nick and Joe, obviously we were partnered together, and we just did a little fun run through one time and showed that to the class, and I made Kristen come off quite sarcastically and quite she was owning the situation when it definitely wasn't. People found that good and comedic, and how it was a different spin and everything, but I didn't really completely get the character. So then after that I looked more into it and everything, and then when it came to the actual performance and stuff, I stripped all the sarcasm and really back down. But when her and John were having a fight and everything, she was standing up for herself, and obviously before John comes in as well, she was standing up really to Miss Julie as well, kind of thing, because she stole her husband, so she was angry about it. But I think that it was, I'm just really annoyed at myself for not remembering lines. The pressure just got to me, and I completely forgot, but I should have recovered it. But I think that definitely the costume helped me. I don't normally wear a dress at all, so having a dress and hat and gloves, that definitely helped me do stuff and not make me be static throughout the whole performance, which was, I thought, good. To be fair, there's not a lot that you can do with that scene. It's not a very movement-y scene, but obviously if you could just do things like taking the glove off, taking the hat off, straightening the dress out, there's different things that I thought that, it helped me within that scene. But yeah, I think that out of the two that I've just discussed, I think that my Public Solitude was definitely the best one out of the two. I reckon if I didn't forget my lines, my dual log would have been, because I really did feel connected to character, and I felt there was definitely some difference in there, and I was really feeling this scene and in the scene, and then it just suddenly got me, and I should find a way out of that next time. But yeah, no. Overall, it's definitely a learning experience, and it's definitely if that happens again, do something about it. Do not try and get someone else to do anything. It's under your thing. But it's definitely a learning curve, and overall I'm quite happy with stuff though. Yeah, thank you.